Hello my friends, Tim here today with a review of Case Closed Volume 48. Now in this very exciting volume here we are given two completed stories, mystery stories, and the start of something that may be very awesome in the series. First we're given a story where Dr. Agasa, Conan, and the kids and Anita go to the forest, someplace to go camping, and Anita and Agasa go to this festival and they set up this thing where it's a puzzle that the kids have to solve in order to reach a place where they have set up something that's special. And during this, Rachel and Serena are away in another place and someone gets killed and Conan's having to juggle trying to solve that case for them. And as well as, it's pretty interesting because Anita and Agasa come up with a puzzle that actually stumps Conan, or Jimmy Kudo, for a little while. And that's something to really be proud of, to stump this guy that's able to solve about anything that's thrown at him. But eventually he figures it out. It's a pretty simple and childish thing. Basically, the thing has to be reversed this way and then reversed this way. It has to be reversed twice. It has to be spun and then reversed. And that's how you solve the riddle or whatever. And they get to the shrine or whatever, and the kids find rhinoceros beetles because they slattered one of the poles with honey. And he also solves the case with Rachel. Now the next case we're given is very interesting because it started off really good and I had no clue what was going on. So many characters were introduced in this one. Basically, they're invited to this rich mansion that they think is haunted because the millionaire or whatever has been suffering from things on the 4th of February and April and just all these things that happen on the 4th of various months over the years. And it all pertains back to a boat crash where people's fathers, husbands, and brothers all died in this thing, and only 3 people survived from it, allegedly, at the time. But here's the thing. Each of the people, each of the like maids and the chef and everyone all have very weird quirks. Being afraid of sharp objects, being a germaphobe, being afraid of heights, being a perfectionist, having extreme OCD. Everyone in this household seems to have some extreme mental problem. I have to say, like I said, it stumped me at the beginning, but I was actually pretty amazed because I was able to figure out who the killer was before the end. A lot of these stories, it just throws you off and you're not able to solve a lot of these. I would really be impressed if any one person was able to solve every case in Case Closed before reaching the end. I haven't been able to do it. I'm rarely able to figure out who is the killer by the end, but some of them are a lot easier than others. But I didn't pick up on all the clues. I wasn't paying close enough attention to the subtle clues, but I was still able to figure out who it was, so it was really interesting. And then the volume concludes with a chapter about a news anchor who has this stalker that she thinks is playing tricks on her every Saturday morning. It's a ding dong dash. They ring the doorbell and there's no one at the door. Well, they find out it's a little kid, but here's where it gets interesting. Conan set up a speaker and tracking device on the outside of her door. And after they solve the case or whatever, he goes back to get it, and it falls off and gets stuck to her shoe, and she leaves, and he finds out that she's working for the Men in Black. Now this is really exciting because it's been a long time. It's been quite a while since we've had anything related to the Men in Black and a good story with them. Like the last story that I recall was with Vermouth or whatever, and it was like really awesome. So I'm excited for this one because if it's anything like some of the previous ones we've had with his run-ins with the Men in Black, it'll be very exciting. It's been a while since we've had this, like I said. I was actually surprised a few volumes ago we had 2 Kaido Kid stories real close to each other, so that was a bit odd. Normally those are spaced really far apart, but there was 2 Kaido Kid stories really close together. And now we're given a Men in Black story, so this is really awesome. I know it's not going to be the end or even get close to the end because I'm like 40 volumes behind, so there's still a lot to read. Anyway, I'm really excited for this one. I love this volume. It was great. We're getting a new Men in Black story. I'm really excited, so I look forward to the next volume.